I will not be the Ethan Page that's happy-go-lucky, hoping to sell an extra t-shirt because I shook your goddamn hand. I don't care about the fans. I don't care about you. I care about me, my daughter, my wife, and my paycheck. And right now, I care about being myself, getting back to my old ways and being true to who I am. Actually putting some meaning behind all ego. And that Black Label Pro title around my waist. Oh, shit. It's time to be the man of the house. Black Label Pro. Daddy's coming home.
Oh, Daddy did come home. Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 31, Black Label Pro! With me today is Sreten the Savage.
Hi.
Hey, Sreten, how you doing?
Sorry. How you doing?
Oh, I like
this
that.
This is how I talk now.
That's fucking righteous.
Things are going to change.
And coming back at you once again from Three Floyds, the mighty, alrighty, Justin Albright. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good, man. Back-to-back episodes.
That's right. We like to go back-to-back, nuts to butts.
Ass to ass, baby.
Sometimes ATM. Figure it out for yourself.
Gross.
Today, in tribute to the righteous local pro wrestling event that I attended and was so tickled about, we're dedicating this episode to Black Label Pro Wrestling, based out of, what, Crown Point?
Crown Point.
Are they Crown Point boys? Mm-hmm. So we're going to shed some light for you guys on the organization, where they gone, where they been, and where they are right now. And also the main status, the main reason we are here is to talk about Big Trouble in Little Crown Point, which was the event we attended on, what was that, November the 3rd, right? I believe that was.
Today's the 5th.
Well,
yes.
Yes.
4th,
yes.
3rd.
Yes. Today.
Yes to everything you guys are saying.
What are you, Daniel Bryan? You cocksucker. You better not mention that again. Fucking Starbuck. Yeah, anyways, so going on, then real quick before we get involved in this, you guys can check out Black Label Pro. They are on all their events, I believe, are on what? Powerbomb TV?
Powerbomb TV, yeah.
And I think you can get a 20-day free trial if you go and use the
Coupon code?
Coupon code. Thank you. I couldn't think of what it was called. Black Label Pro is your coupon code to get all the trippins, all the fixins, all the lovin's and blessings from BLP. Hashtag BLP10.
Occasionally I'll try to channel Big Ed the Assassin and back you up with the stuff you're saying, but it's not the same.
I know. It's just, whatever.
Chicken.
Blessings.
Trimmings.
Turkey.
That's it. See? I got stuck.
Nailed it.
He's so good at it.
Nailed it. Anyways, so they put on this event at On the Square Sports Academy in Crown Point, Indiana. And I was lucky enough to attend this, as well as Justin, and I had a great fucking time.
I had a blast.
It was
a good show.
Yeah, it definitely exceeded my expectations times 1 million. Going into it, I didn't really have, I guess I kind of just fucked myself on that because I didn't really have expectations. I knew just from looking at the card and the talent on the card that, all right, it's got to be good. I've been to some Fire Pro events and some seedy local shows around here, and they've been all right, but they were most of those shows were booked on the backs of like older talent, like
right.
Tommy Dreamer, Al Snow, who still did some good in-ring work.
Yeah,
but
Al Snow's still fucking kicking it, dude.
He's still jacked.
Yeah, he's still jacked.
He's actually Butchman Lee, who you haven't met yet. That's his father.
It's my father!
Yeah, he's a regular here on JP Dub podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got wrestling royalty, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
We keeps it real wet.
Juice, when was the last time you went to an event like this, something local?
Something
wrestling.
local, it's probably been a little over a year, because I think the last thing I did go to was Fire Pro, and it was with Road Warrior Animal.
Yeah,
I think that was
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, Texas
Headlock
Roadhouse.
on Hunger.
Yep, Headlock on Hunger. Because last year I remember driving past it, and someone told me that they weren't doing anything anymore, and I'm literally going to pick my son up, and I drive I drive right past it, and there's the ring set up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I looked who was on there, and I think it was Tommy again, which
No, last year was Buff Bagwell.
oh, was it?
Yeah, so I've tweeted like 5 original members of the NWO. That's like a highlight in my life.
Of shoe.
Brag about it.
I think Al Snow was there again,
He's always there.
and then maybe Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I know
He was there
at
with
one of them.
he was there with the animal.
Yeah.
Me and my son, the Durr, shout out to AZW Anders Zappa Wallace. We got some really cool pictures. He got the shears. My son,
Oh, nice.
He's like 8 or 9 at the time, and he's just giving you like this crazy demented look as he's holding Brutus's shears. Thought he was going to take Brood Eye down, brother Brood Eye.
Yeah, I don't know if you had the same experience, but Brutus was kind of a dick.
He kind of was. I remember asking him too. I was like, because I kind of liked Brutus as a character, as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, everybody kind of liked him. He was the barber, you
cutting
know.
people's hair off.
Yeah, I love the theme music. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. I was a big fan of that. But meeting him, it was kind of like, man, you know, don't meet your heroes, even though he wasn't a hero.
Yeah,
no
he's
disrespect,
kind of a dick, but you know,
I
also
remember
met
asking him
Animal
though.
and Al Snow, and they were cool as fuck.
Al
man.
Snow was really cool.
super cool.
Al Snow is the shit, as well as Road Warrior Animal. Shout out to What a Rush podcast. You guys can check that out anywhere, all the time. What up, Road Warrior Animal? What a rush! I had to squeeze it in. Best
Perfect.
tag team ever. Fuck you if you disagree.
Well, just shit on the floor.
There is a little piece of poo right
It
there.
rolled out real slow.
Anyways, getting back to Brood Eye real quick. My favorite character by him was the Disciple. In
Oh
NWO.
God, I was just talking about this with my buddy yesterday. He's like, "You remember the Disciple?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." I was like, "You know that was Brutus Beefcake?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What?"
And he was super jacked though. He
Yeah.
was like trim, but he was
Yeah, he was, like,
jacked.
lean.
He had the beard, and he was just Hogan's like dude. You know,
his lackey. Yeah.
yeah. But he was cool. That was cool. You know, it wasn't like Vincent or Virgil. You know, lackey
Right.
where it's like okay, you know, it's a
Standing
joke.
around,
But he
arms
was
crossed.
yeah, he was actually cool till he became the lackey for the One Warrior Nation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I asked him, I was like, hey, man, you got all these pictures out of you. I was like, why don't you have anything up for the Disciple? And he's like, really? And people, I'm like, yeah, dude, it's NWO. Like, well, I got some. Do you want to buy some? I'm like, no. It's like the old green jelly song. It's like, hold me. No. Whip me, teenage babe. No.
Gotta get out of here.
I got to get out of it. But anyways, on to the main event. Big Trouble in Little Crown Point. I keep wanting to say in China.
Me too.
So,
It draws you in.
yeah. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Mike.
Michael Blanton.
Michael Blanton, yeah. You guys can follow him on Twitter and on Facebook, and I believe he's on Instagram. I don't know if we're friends yet on there, but
I know Black Label Pros on Instagram.
Black Label, they are most definitely on Instagram. The guy put on one hell of a show, and he was a great dude. I got to talk to him after the show. A really nice guy, him and his writers. They put on one hell of an evening. And so we get there, right? We go in. It was $20 to get in. Not bad at all, you know, for the talent you're going to see. I mean, you got Ethan Page and Jordan Grace, who are both current Impact Wrestling superstars. You can catch them every Thursday night on Pop TV. And so for me, that was my big selling point. And then, of course, some of the lesser-known guys who I ended up... And, well, you had PCO, too, who's a legend in the ring.
Quebecer.
Yeah. Jean-Pierre Lafitte.
The Quebecer was there?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
PCO, man.
Yeah, PCO. He's not human,
I had
man.
a nostalgic cry.
He had,
Oh, dude, I told him, I was like, you're a fucking legend,
You
dude.
are still alive?
he had like his heart replaced with a car battery and shit.
Yeah.
That was isn't that the plot to Crank Part 2?
I didn't see part 2. Part 1 was
really?
awesome.
Part 2's the shit.
Is it better than 1?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
What?
like a million times better.
Number 1 was super sick.
Imagine
dude, this
if you would
is way
if you
better.
would scale the energy of Crank 1 from a scale
Yeah.
of 1 to 10, you'd probably compared to
Yeah.
number 2, you'd say like 1.5.
That's like if you did
And it just-
did a bunch of blow one night and it's like, yeah, that was good, but then the next night it's even better because you got more blow.
Yeah, or you hit up some meth.
Yeah, not that we do that, you know.
He does all of that in Crank 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does everything.
You got to keep that heart pumping.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it with that Crank 2 talk.
You totally did. But yeah, PCO was there. He was really cool. We'll get to that. My personal experiences with these guys afterwards. But so I walk in the building, right? $20, not a bad price. We stopped down. Shout out to Crown Town Grill. A little bit dirty dirty counters, but I still ate your food.
That's free spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, it was that dried up spaghetti sauce. I had to put napkins over it. I was like, I didn't even want to ask people, hey, can I get a wet rag to do your job? Oh, now I sound like just an asshole.
You did shout him out. You're going to give him a lot of business.
Is this a Yelp podcast?
No. Yelper special. Boogers and cum. No, but I mean, hey, they really had great food. They really did. I liked them. It was just, they were super busy, so whatever. I just covered it up in napkins and ordered a Philly cheesesteak.
Sometimes when restaurants get busy, the side effect is boogers and cum.
Well, we were down there, and I was texting you, Justin. And I was trying to, like, hey, we're down at Crown Point. I don't go out there that often. Other than, like, if we're playing at the Silver Bullet or something with Handsome Prick. But I was looking for a place I can take my 10-year-old son to have a couple beers and eat. Not him. I mean, he probably would if you let him.
You have to talk to him.
Some kind of father.
He needs that talk.
Yeah. Some kind of mango. Yeah. Shout out to Bird Flesh. So we're looking for a place, and my girlfriend stops, and it's like, oh, hey, let's go in here. They have beer in here. I know this place. I just thought it was an ice cream parlor or something. And when we walk in, I thought it was, because they have a huge Valpo Velvet sign on the outside. And I'm like, fuck it, maybe we'll get a real root beer float on this bitch. And we went in, had a couple beers, burgers, fries, Philly cheesesteaks, some what do you call it?
Place that has lunch meat and also frozen yogurt or ice cream?
They put lunch meat in the frozen yogurt.
Was that the place?
I don't know.
It's on the corner.
No. That's some weird.
It is a corner. Yeah. I think it is kind of on the corner.
So you like meatballs, lunch meat, and then like some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah,
that's fucking gross.
I do not understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get it either, but they had beer. So I wanted to do a little pregame. We were out there early. So I had a couple Lagunitas in the Philly. And then we go in to the event. We get inside. I noticed they're sponsored by Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why? He told me, he's like, yeah, I'm sponsored by Domino's. I was like, what? All right.
What? I don't know why, but I just lost my shit when he said, yeah, I know it's crazy.
They just keep like bringing that shit in. It's always hot, fresh.
It's always that never-ending pasta bowl.
Yeah.
It's so impossible with a pasta bowl. Hey, that's cool though. You get your munchies on. For those of you out there that we're getting a little RVD 420.
Domino's ain't so bad.
No, it's not. Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I really like their sandwiches. The oven baked sandwiches.
Yeah.
The Philly sandwich, man, dude, it's worth it.
I keep derailing your ass.
I don't care. I'll throw shout outs, man. We'll go all night long with shout outs.
Shout out to Domino's.
Yeah, what up, Domino's?
Gotta be Domino's buffalo wings.
When I was a kid, I never avoided the Noid, unless I was playing on Nintendo.
Your Noid was Pizza Hut, I believe.
No, it was Domino's.
I think it was Pizza Hut.
You want to bet money on this?
Oh no, the Noid was Domino's.
It was.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Do you remember what the Noid's voice? What his voice sounded like?
It was like, oh, like Mini Me when he gets chucked down that fucking tunnel. It was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't either.
I just remember the game, and it's like you
it was
end
impossible.
up in a pizza eating contest, and you get to choose how many pizzas you want to eat, and it's like 2, 3, or 5. It's like, I'm gonna just go ahead and eat 5 and win.
Yeah, I'm hungry, I'm high, I got nothing to do. RVD 420 got time to burn. Always got to throw that out there. It was funny though, because as we're speaking of high, not that we do that here. We're walking in, and one of the wrestlers is coming out. I think it was long blonde hair dude who was
Kobe Durst.
Kobe Durst. Is he like to partake?
I hear tell that he likes to see partake.
Yeah, we don't want to bust anybody out on here, so
I think he's pretty open about it.
Yeah, this is what I'm getting at. He was really open because he came outside, and I'm standing there with my son and my girlfriend. He's like, and I don't really care, but he's like, hey, anybody got any smoke? You want to smoke them if you got them? I'm like, yeah, man, here you go. I got a Marlboro Red, got some Cowboy Killers in my pocket. And he's like, he looks at me and he laughs. He's like,
you idiot.
Yeah, he's like, no, that's all I'm talking about. And I'm like, hey, come on, guy, come on. And I told him, I was like, sorry, I don't have it.
Was it like super obvious? He had like a half-eaten Domino's pizza in his hand out of the box, just like in his hands?
Yeah, right.
Well, he's got long hair. I mean, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, true. Bless you.
Blessings all over the garbage.
So sponsored by Domino's Pizza, you guys get in there, you meet him.
Well, this was before we got in.
It was before the show. He's asking.
He walked out. Yeah, we were sitting in line to get.
That's how he warms up?
That's his ritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck stretching.
A little Soundgarden shout out, birth ritual. There you go.
Nice.
So we get in. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, cool, man. They got beer set up in here. They had alcohol for sale, and it was like $4 for a 16-ounce aluminum. You know, I'm a Bud guy when I ain't drinking craft beer. So give me a 16-ounce Budweiser for $4. I drank quite a few, and I didn't eat any of the Dominoes though.
Me neither.
I kind of wanted to by the end though. I was like, man, we can make sandwiches.
Yeah, you just flip them on top of each other.
Oh god, I'd like to do that. You know, all kinds of.
I drink enough carbs though, so I try and stay away from pizza.
Really? You watch your carbs?
Well,
You drink a lot of beer.
Exactly.
You gotta get that dad bod. Hey man, it's a dad bod podcast.
I've already had it. I don't even have any kids.
So you just like drink a bunch of beer and eat a bunch of broroccoli?
I love broccoli. Don't talk no shit, Sret.
I'm not. I love broccoli also.
Green beans.
You know, just like meat, no bread.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Stay
You know
away
what I
from the
love?
starchy vegetables.
Speaking of meat and no bread, it sounds really horrible, but if you go, they have them all the time at the gas stations. The salami sandwiches where it's just meat and cheese. Like something you invent when
yeah.
you're a little kid
Hell
and you
yeah.
just fuck the bread. Like put this shit together, just eat a half pound of hard salami and Colby Jack cheese or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Wrap it around the pickle or something.
Oh, whoa. What do we whoa.
That's copyrighted.
That's something I've never heard
by
of.
me.
What do you call it?
I'm gonna try that when I get home tonight.
It's
If I
ours.
don't like it,
If
I'm
he doesn't-
calling you out in the next
I
episode.
call that a Cowtown lunch special.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say if it has no name, it's ours.
Yeah, it's the dirty deeds.
You got it. Dirty deeds.
So we get in, we get our seats, and surprisingly, it was getting pretty packed in there, but we sat in chairs like right next to the ring. So we were like, it was awesome. We were right fucking there. You had guys out there filming for Powerbomb TV. You had Wrestling with Unicorns. Shout out to those guys who were filming clips and matches. And I seen you as you had walked in. I think we met up. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
are you drinking? It's like, yeah. Are you drinking? It's like, most def. It's like, all right, I'll see you in a little bit. And we watched the first match, which there was what do you call that? Like a pre-match, like WWE style. They do the pre-show, whatever.
To be honest, I forgot what the first match was.
I did too. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. It wasn't.
Was it Alley Cat, maybe?
No, it definitely wasn't Alley Cat.
But was it good? Or you guys know you remember
Well,
the
as
match?
soon as I remember,
Yeah, I thought it was good.
maybe it was
Jeremy Wyatt?
Warhorse, maybe?
No, Warhorse wasn't. He's the guy who came out to Dio, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was all about that. Like Elise is sitting there, she's like throwing up the horns.
Yep.
Or no, wait, did he come out to Dio or did he come out to someone came out to Ted Nugent? And she was like hiding.
That was Alley Cat.
Was that Alley Cat?
Scratch Fever.
Oh yeah. She was like hiding the horns, like
Were there
She loves
were there
Uncle
people,
Ted.
when you guys were watching, were there people like conservatively losing their shit? Like sitting, like Elise, like sitting but throwing out the horns?
yeah. There were some guys in front of me who were there were some older people and yeah, the one guy was kind of a smart ass.
72nd anniversary here.
At every indie show, you got like the handful of guys that, you know, are yelling out their smart mark shit and
Yeah.
fucking trying to like get a rise out of the wrestlers. That's every show though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
super
gonna lie.
annoying.
I like
It's annoying.
to.
I was gonna ask, what do you think about
Yeah,
that?
I like to throw some of those out, but more on the funny side. More, not to like knock a wrestler or
Yeah,
anything.
and not consistent through the whole fucking
right,
match.
right. And this
Because-
guy was kind of a dick,
Yeah, the guys.
kinda-
I was bleacher side, so like the guys front row in front of me. There's 5 of them. They're usually always there,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope they keep going because that's good for Mikey. But they need to shut their fucking mouths.
I think what else is good for Mikey? We're gonna issue an open challenge right now. We're gonna roll up in this motherfucker with some steel chairs.
Do it.
And we're just gonna bash their fucking ass in. No, not really. But you guys just chill out a little bit on your comments. As Brian Pillman would say, you know what is a smart mark? A smart mark is a guy who spends his last $20 on crack cocaine.
My kind of guy.
My kind of lover. Anyways, so getting back to the show, the pregame match, it was a good opening match. And then after that, the show starts. I come in from grabbing another beer. What was the first? See, this is where I'm going to fuck up. So we're not going to do like sequential order thing because it's
Yeah, I'm just looking at the card that we pulled up because, I don't remember consecutive things. So.
Yeah. So we're going to go with what we know. Gary J versus Kevin Koo.
Oh, I'm a pretty big Kevin Koo fan.
He was pretty cool. He's really impressive.
Yeah.
Was he a Korean guy?
I'm not sure. I don't want to say the
Super
wrong
heavily
thing.
tattooed. Well, yeah, we're not, just I noticed he was
Yeah, he's definitely of a Asian descent.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. We love you guys.
Yeah, he's a really good wrestler. Gary J is really good too.
He is good, but he is to me, and no offense to Gary, but he was like the poor man's Sami Zayn. I noticed in some of his maneuvers
with
and
like
stuff
a Ric
too.
Flair robe.
Yeah, and he's got the ginger look going. He's the ginger guy, right?
I think so.
When Gary, because he had Gary on the tights, and he had like the red beard.
Came out with
a lot of his mannerisms were very much Sami Zayn-esque, which whatever, not necessarily there's worse people to rip off,
Right.
Still though, I mean,
I think Sami Zayn's a ripoff of El Generico though. That's just my opinion.
Joke's on you, JP Wu. Great match though. There were some really good spots in that.
Yeah, he beat the fuck out of that step stool for the ring announcer girl.
Oh yeah, she was pissed about it
he
too.
fucking hates it. Every time I see him, dude, he's just picks on him, dude. It's like bullying that fucking poor step stool.
Yeah, why should he do that? Because that's heel shit.
Maybe he hates short people and doesn't want to see him rise above.
Rise above, we're gonna rise above. AKA Henry Rollins, he'd like to say that. Yeah, great match. I really enjoyed it. You guys can check that out when you watch the replay on Powerbomb TV. We're also going to go with Jake Parnell versus Darby Allin.
Ooh.
Darby Allin's the American guy, right? With the baseball mask? Or no, that's Dasher Hatfield.
Yeah, Darby Allin, he's got like half his face painted.
Oh, he was the little blonde hair dude.
Yeah.
And dude,
He
he was really
wrestles,
good.
for Evolve, I believe.
Does he?
Yeah. He's awesome.
That was a great match, man. They
Darby Allin versus PCO a few months ago fucking tore the roof off that
Really?
fucking place. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. That guy was flying
he
over the
does.
guardrails and shit onto PCO. It was fucking insane.
Suicide Plancher! Mamma mia!
Yeah. Darby Allin's like an up-and-comer that I think
He's really good.
a lot of people are going to get to know.
My girlfriend was getting really saturated in her pantalones. And I kind of, I was
He's a
like,
handsome prick.
oh, damn, this guy. He's got the timing. He got the look. And the glow. Show enough. Yeah, Darby Allin, he was making my girlfriend cream in her panties. And we met him afterwards, and he was a really cool dude. And I didn't get any when I went home.
What's this
Should
bullshit?
have painted your face.
I know, like Darby, get that faux hawk going again.
Don't you have a pair of underwear? I mean, wrestling pants?
I do.
Like he has?
We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, your Batman kid boy.
My
undies?
bat undies. The boy plunder.
Should have rolled into the room like that.
Yeah, show her the Batwing.
Yeah.
Oh, the bat wing all over her face, and her chest, and her stomach.
Well, what happened after that?
So after that. Anyways, Jake Parnell, though, I'm trying to think of the guy he fought.
He fought Myron Reed. What?
No, Jake Parnell.
Jake Parnell.
He was the guy who fought
Myron Reed.
No.
Yeah.
Darby Allin.
No.
This is awesome because they're both looking at the
Did he?
same website and reading two different names.
Jake Parnell versus Myron Reed. Yeah, Myron Reed is what's his name? Straight Fire.
Okay. Maybe I'm fucking up. I'm looking at the... I'm sorry, Mike, if this is the worst tribute episode ever.
He doesn't care.
Hey, we still want to give a shout out, though, because we love Black Label Pro. No, I'm looking at the card. It's with the white background. It's got the big picture of Ethan Page and Jordan Grace on it. Is that the same one you're looking at?
I'm looking at quite a few of them.
Well, anyways. Oh, yeah. Who did he fight?
Myron Reed, Straight Fire.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, they changed the card. Obviously, I'm not looking at the same one.
Or maybe I'm looking at the non-updated card.
Who knows? Anyways, it was one hell of a match. And
Jake Parnell was Warhorse.
oh, yeah. He is the guy that came out. He's the Dio guy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He was pretty awesome.
When there's lightning.
Fuck yeah.
I knew you'd start singing eventually.
Yeah. There's some big trouble coming.
Oh, Big Pop.
A little
Pump's
Crown
coming.
Point, you hear? Holler! If you hear me.
Start doing some math.
Cause you're fat asses. You can't
Fat
get there
asses.
because of your fat asses.
Me and my brother.
Me and my brother.
We are fucking fat asses. Hey, Big Papa Pump on my hooches.
Let me ask you, son. Would you want to go home to that fat ass Samoa Joe, or you want to come home with a genetic freak like me? Well, I don't know. I think Joe's kind of cute. Oh, I see. You're one of those girls that's into romance. Let me talk to my freaks out there.
Oh, Scotty, we love you. We love you. You were the best, worst promo guy ever.
So awesome.
Not to mention his ring work. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Picking guys up and back flipping with them into a power slam. Insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
The
let's
Steiner
not forget
driver.
the Steiner line, the old WCW music. Lest we forget the Frankensteiner.
Ooh, yeah. Don't call it Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. Was he the inventor of that?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
I believe he invented
Which is
it
weird
in
'cause-
Japan.
You would have thought that would have been like a Lucha Libre thing.
Don't call it Hurricane Rana like the Luchadors, bud.
Yeah, I guess not. So, brother of Drew Gulak.
Oh yeah, Rory Gulak,
Mm-hmm.
one half of the amazing Gulaks.
Two different people. Versus Kobe Durst. Was that one actually happened?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one happened.
I'm just making sure we're looking at the right,
No,
card thing.
you were there.
Yeah. I was trying to make sure. Some of these people I have never encountered yet, so it's like,
Spotty recollection.
yeah.
Yeah, we seen Kobe Durst retain the Indiana State Championship for Black Label Pro.
Oh, nice.
A pretty good match against Rory Gulak.
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome match. So Kobe, don't call him brother of Fred Durst. And now, is that Kobe's real name?
I'm not sure, but I do know if you're not Durst, you're last.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good match too, and I was surprised. I didn't know anything. I'm not familiar with Rory Gulak. I didn't know that he was actually Drew's brother.
Yeah.
WWE superstar,
Yeah,
205 Live.
205 Live.
Yeah. So I mean, if that ain't showing you the kind of talent that Mike is booking here, I don't know what is.
Good job, Mike.
You're the fucking best. Yeah, great match. Another great match. And let's get to the women's match right here now. Right here. Women in fast cars.
Little B.O.B. match, Battle of the Babes.
Yeah. Women who know no pain. Trying to channel my Lou Graham there at some foreigner. Alley Cat versus Kylie Ray. And now Kylie Ray's been all over the place.
Yeah, I want to say she's a Chicago native.
She is from Chicago, yes. She's got the Pokemon gimmick. Durst was marking out for her. He's like looking like Pokemon. Coming out.
So it's what it sounds like.
Yeah, no, it's the
it's-
straight up theme song.
She walks out to the Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
You get the fuck out of here.
I don't do Pokemon.
I want to be the very best.
Yeah. You never watched Pokemon?
Oh,
Gotta catch 'em all.
so that was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. She,
They're both really good in the ring. Alley Cat gets better every time I see her, and that was my second time seeing Kylie Ray, and she's really good.
dude, you could tell these ladies were having some fun in the ring
Oh,
too,
yeah.
man. And it was, the spots they were doing were just, you guys have to go on Powerbomb TV and check out this pay-per-view. I guess you can call it pay-per-view, right? You got to pay to watch it, right? Good back and forth shit. A lot of, when they did, like, what do you call it? Like the Bray Wyatt, like the spider thing when they both,
yeah.
you know,
Because they were doing like the feats of strength. You know, one of my favorite things from back in the day where they lock hands and do a little tussle.
the test of strength.
And they ended up both on their backs and then bridged up.
Yeah, they both bridged up and they were looking at each other and like smiling, and it was cool. And everybody was like, this is fucking awesome. And it really was, man. I mean, that's what's cool about pro wrestling nowadays is everybody knows what wrestling is at its core. But when you get something like that and you can see these guys or ladies do something super athletic, it makes it that much more fun and entertaining. It was a very entertaining match.
I agree.
I had a lot of fun in that match. So shout out to Alley Cat and Kylie Ray. You guys fucking rock it. What else do we have? We had that tag team match, the Space Pirates
It was Space Pirates.
with the Space Monkey.
Oh, Space Monkey. Huge fucking mark for Space Monkey.
He's awesome, dude.
Love Space Monkey.
He's fucking badass.
Why?
Why?
Well, he's awesome in the ring, and then he plays that Space Monkey gimmick to the fucking T. Like, he's got a tail on
Yeah.
the back of his outfit, and like,
Remember, he unrolled it, and then like the finishing move, they did like a what? It was like a reverse gory driver or something like that, and then he smacks the guy in the face.
Yeah.
with the T, he unrolls his tail or something, and then like smacks the guy in the head, and they drop him.
yeah, I went to one of the BOP shows where he wrestled a singles match, and like the guy was beating down, starts stomping on his tail, dude. Hurt the fuck out of Space Monkey.
Yeah.
And then somebody threw him a banana, and he fucking hawked up.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome. That is so.
Okay, I get it.
Space
That's cool.
Monkeys.
Kayfabe is still alive,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah, if you meet him, do like a meet and greet with him at BLP, he does not break character.
No, he doesn't. I seen
No.
him.
He's like,
He was walking out.
Space Monkey, appreciate you.
I met him right as we were leaving. He was very cool and very in character. Undertaker ain't got shit on Space
Yeah.
Monkey. So yeah, and you can also follow Space Monkey on Twitter. But the Space Pirates versus the Regal Twins versus 5-foot Pack Hunters. Did they really wrestle?
Yeah. And then the other team was No New Friends.
No New Friends. Yeah. They were
And that
cool
was
too.
a really good
Dude, that tag team
There was
match
some
was-
pretty good spots, some hard spots in there on the floor.
Yeah, dude. There was a lot of shit going on. A lot of like holy shit moments, but they told us like, hey, you can't say that. It was kind of like Nickelodeon. You couldn't do that on television.
Don't do that.
Like diving on the floor where there's no padding on the floor.
No,
it's just
it was
a
just
gym
straight
floor.
gym floor, man. It was insane. There was a lot backwards moonsaults, all kinds of shit, man.
Suicide dives,
Yeah.
guardrails, which are actually steel.
Yeah,
No padding on 'em.
dude. Every time someone hit those steel rails, the guardrail, I was like, holy shit, man! They hit them hard, and
Yeah.
it was very loud, very hard, very stiff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes you believe more so than Peter Pan ever could.
I believe.
I believe I'm a guy. No, nothing.
How's that match?
It was great. It was off the hook. It was
nonstop action.
nonstop.
Like no
It was like what almost to me. You know what it really reminded me of? It was some like almost like an X Division matchup, like some in old Impact or TNA.
Yeah. It was I mean, when you got 8 guys in the ring, it's hard to kind of like build a story. But
Right,
like,
but the
you know,
story
they all
was the athleticism and the in-ring product, and they all could go,
Yeah.
man. So shout out to everybody that was involved. You guys all did a kick-ass job. It made me a believer. I loved every minute of it. Then we also had Dasher Hatfield. Now this is the baseball guy. He was the All-American dude who Elise was wigging out on because she's like all Americana and all this shit. And he's like his mask is, and he does shit for Chikara, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I've never watched Jakara.
Really?
No, never.
What? I think he does. You guys can fact check me, like Trump, as I like to say. But he fought the man, the myth, the no man, I should say, the legend, PCO.
Not human.
Yeah, he's not human, and I love that gimmick that he's got now.
And the fact that I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be in his 40s.
I would say probably close to
He did a fucking
even 50s.
suicide dive
He did.
to the outside of the
And
ring
he
on the
is
bare floor.
Sreten, you're a big son of a bitch. This guy is an even bigger son of a bitch.
Yeah, but I'm better looking.
I don't know, man.
Dare you, both of you.
PCO was a gentleman and a scholar, and I loved him.
True. And he's
Nice.
Canadian, so he's got that like foreign accent that chicks dig.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
he
speak English good. What do you want?
used to team with the Mountie.
Oh, shit.
Did he?
Yeah, the Mounties. Remember the Mounties?
I just remember him from the Quebecers.
Well, yeah, the Quebecers, and I'm pretty sure he was.
He might have.
Yeah. I think he was with the Mountie.
I can see that happening.
I think-
Both
yeah.
Canadian.
Because he was a big guy. Remember? You don't remember that tag team, the Mounties? Back. In
I
the
remember
day?
the Mounties. I remember the Mountie.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was Jacques. Not Jacques Rougeau. Was it Jacques Rougeau or
No, those
Raymond Rougeau?
I don't think
It was one
either
of
those.
No, it's one of the Rougeaus. Is the Mountie?
All right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Shout out to fellow French speaker.
A little bit of Andre. How you doing, Andre?
Very good.
It's been a while.
Very long while. I've been making love to Marilyn Monroe. A bunch of ladies in heaven. I love that Andre.
A lot of ladies doing heroin. What?
You heard me. Andre do not repeat. And the wrestle no oil. Here's the baby oil. Say no to the baby oil.
All right, Andre. Thanks, man. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
God, love it when Andre drops by the studio, man. No, the PCO match was fucking great, dude. And I think he developed this gimmick from Black Craft Wrestling.
I'm not entirely sure.
I think
know
that's what
that
it is.
He wrestled at Black Label Pro, and Joey Janela seen him there, and then they did the Joey Janela Spring Break where like he didn't sell that fucking crazy ass spot.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say they like jumped off a building or some shit onto like a fucking truck below.
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure that was that match. Could be wrong.
I could be wrong,
But
I could be right.
I know that Joey Janela Spring Break kind of like rejuvenated PCO's career.
Yeah, dude, he's the shit, dude. And honestly, like afterwards, super nice guy, man. Like it was great. I got a photo op. You guys can check that out on the Juice Pro Wrestling Instagram and Juiceafuge Instagram and the JP Woo, all that shit. We'll get to that later, but super great guy, and it was just awesome to see a legend. And the guy, he's jacked. Like he's huge.
Yeah, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah, and he's a Quebecer, you know. Le magnifique. I don't want to talk shit because PCO might be coming for me. You never know. He's not human. I'm going to get that guy. But yeah, I think from what I understand, I don't know if you're familiar with Black Craft Wrestling. They're like a organization. Where are they based out of? Shit. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I don't know. We'll do a future episode on them. But I know he does that gimmick there. And I think that's where it started.
I think that's the video I seen where he gets his heart transplanted with a car.
Exactly, because they're a very horror-based organization. They're actually, their GM is, what's his name? Who's the guy who played Pinhead from Hellraiser?
I don't know the actor's name.
Well, he's like... it's
That guy.
Yeah, he's like the GM or something of this organization. And they're very like dark and kind of satanic overtones,
Right.
which...
in the Lucha Underground realm. But
Yeah,
darker.
but way darker. And I think it's pretty fucking awesome, you know? But I'm a metalhead, so what do I know? Next!
A metalhead that watches Pokemon.
Pokemon! Who didn't watch that shit in high school
Pokemon's
besides
metal as
Sreten?
fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Capturing animals and making them fight each other.
Butterfree, I choose you. I'm okay, Dad. You ever seen that? The King of the Hill spoof?
No.
I'm okay, Dad. You guys got to check it out. What else do we have on this? So we just got through what PCO and Dasher Hatfield. Dasher Hatfield, once again, let me remind you guys, very cool kind of Americana lucha gimmick. Former baseball player. You can find him on Twitter. He's got his mask was made out of like, it looks like a baseball.
With the mustache.
With the mustache. You know, the old put up your dukes. I'm like, I fucking got no dukes. There you go. Yeah, so another great match. And then going on to one of Puma King versus Gringo Loco.
Oh, man, that was borderline stealing the show.
Dude, that was a great match. And Puma King, AAA. He wrestles a lot in AAA, I believe.
That was my first time seeing either of those guys.
Yeah, it was very good, man.
Yeah, Gringo Loco brought it. Puma King. Both those guys really fucking tore that shit up, man.
Yeah.
That was probably the match that I was most interested in.
Really?
At the end of the night. I mean, the main event was fucking amazing.
Yeah. We'll get to the main event. It up and down, the whole card was stellar. And for you guys listening, like, you may not know who some of these people are, and that's kind of where I was with some of them. It doesn't matter though, because these guys brought it. Like, if anybody is to watch at home on Powerbomb TV, or if you attend the event, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't have to have a name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys brought it, and that's why I was so super stoked about all night, because it didn't matter. Okay, this guy's not Hulk Hogan, or he's not Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles, but holy shit, if I wasn't fucking entertained and awed by everybody on that card.
Yeah, and
like nobody.
You look at those guys and you're thinking these guys are luchadors because they're both like bigger guys.
Yeah.
But man, they fucking did all kinds of like crazy shit.
Yeah,
man.
there were a lot of good spots in that match.
A lot of good mat wrestling. Got a little,
some suicide planchas.
Yeah, some a lot of good luchador spots.
Yeah.
They could fly for being how big they were.
Oh, I loved it. It was a great match. And then we also had Brian Alvarez.
Oh, the beat writer.
Yeah, Wrestling Observer. Shout out to him and Big Bad Dave Meltzer. The 5-star, the man who invented the 5-star rating system for professional wrestling that most people like to hate on. But I really like Dave, and I like Wrestling Observer. So there's that. Versus Mr. Fun Size himself, Marco Stunt, who we met after the show. My son is actually taller at 10 years old than Marco Stunt.
Marco Stunt, he's a small guy, but
he's super small, but he is super entertaining.
He's not the size of the dog in the fight.
Right. Dude, he was pulling off some crazy-ass spots himself.
Yeah. What I liked about that match is they kind of worked like a shoot match angle.
Right.
Where they were working pretty stiff.
Oh, dude, those chops, man.
Oh, dude, Brian Alvarez, after that match, his chest was like bloody from the chops. Like, not even a lie. Like, it was red and then dark red and then like blood spots.
Yeah. Yeah, they were chopping the shit out of each other. I think that's his shtick, though, isn't it?
That's Alvarez's favorite move is the chop.
Yeah. You think that's like kind of like a shoot on wrestlers in general when they don't have anything else better to do? Like, say, like a boring WWE match, you get like how many chops per fucking match? Dude's backed up in the counter, and he's getting a flare chop, You know what I'm saying? It's like an old WWE mentality where you ain't got nothing else better to do, so we'll put you in the headlock for 5 minutes or we'll chop the shit out of you.
Headlock, chop, low blow.
Well,
low blow always
after
wins.
seeing the aftermath of that match, though, like, I don't want to fucking get chopped. Like, those motherfuckers.
No.
Like,
No, you do not.
bleeding from fucking chops to the chest.
One chop won't do it. 10 minutes of chopping will do it.
There was probably at least 50 chops in that match.
Dude, I talked about this before when we did our episode about All In. I saw some of the festivities that were going on during StarCast, and there was a guy who posted on Twitter a video. He was a fan, and he went up to Brian Cage, of all fucking people, the Swolverine, and took a chop from this guy who was just...
I seen that guy in real life, and I met him. He's like real cool and cordial. That motherfucker is a beast.
He's a beast, dude. And the weird thing is like if you look back only a few years ago, I mean, he's probably as big as us. Like he was like luchador size. He wasn't jacked he was. So who knows what's going on there? But I would say he's got to be like the modern day Scott Steiner, dude.
Yeah, he's absolutely massive, man.
He's Scotty, me and my brother. He absolutely is. And the thing is he flies around that ring, and whether you guys catch him on Impact, where he's the current X Division champion, or Lucha Underground, where, that's kind of where he got. See, the thing is, real quick, to detour from what we're talking about, with Brian Cage, he was always kind of a little bit of an indie darling. He did 4 or 5 years ago now, he did when Impact was doing the shit with Al Snow and Taz and Brother Love, what's his name?
Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard. They were doing like the tough enough type shit.
B, not a T.
Yeah, Bitchard.
Both Bitchard.
I love you.
I love some Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, he's good, but they're super long. So anybody complains about how long my episodes are, it's like, hey, at least we're laughing and yelling some shit. But anyways, we love Bruce on the show, so shout out to Something to Wrestle. Going back to what I was saying, they did this, back on TNA Impact when Hogan and all Bischoff and all them were there.
Yeah.
They did the gut check, which was kind of like a on-air version of Tough Enough. And they would bring out wrestlers, and Brian Cage was one of them. They would have a match, and then like Taz, Pritchard, and Al Snow, or whoever the fucking authority figure was at the time, would come out and judge these guys. And somehow Cage didn't make it. But just seeing that guy then and there, and that was my first exposure to him. It was like, holy fuck. Like, look at this dude and look what he can do. But I think he really made his mark once Lucha Underground premiered.
Yeah.
And you seen what this guy can do, his look, his move set. Because the guy will fly around. That's why he's X Division champion. To me, he's the most definitive carrier of that belt in a long time. Since like an AJ Styles.
Or
because of
Shark
who?
Boy.
Oh, God. I don't think Shark Boy was ever X Division champion, though. Oh, hell yeah. Remember he come out drinking the clam juice and shit?
Some Clamato.
Dude, he had a spot-on Stone Cold impersonation. Remember that? The whole shtick was he woke up from that coma, and he's like, wake up, and he had the Austin vest. I was like, what? He thought he was Stone Cold. And rumor has it Stone Cold actually enjoyed that spot.
Might have actually been Stone Cold under that mask.
You never know.
You never know.
He did do the stunner, too.
Ooh. We've seen a couple stunners at Big Trouble in Little Crown Point.
Oh, yeah, there were some stunners. There were some stunner shades. No one's going with it.
Hey, what?
Yeah. Anyways, so just our little detour with Brian Cage. Absolutely. I love the man. I think he's great. He's great for the sport. He's fucking swole as hell, and he's super athletic. He is the modern day Scott Steiner. And if you don't like it, fucking deal with it, because he's here to stay. But going back to Brian Alvarez versus Marco Stunt, super fun match. Marco Stunt, my first time seeing him live, I was super pumped because here's the deal. Before All In happened, we were covering like from its inception. Like we started in what, like January?
Yeah.
And All In was announced. Shit. Well, I think
it was like the third or fourth episode or something, because I remember I screwed up the audio on that one.
Yeah, it was earlier
Maybe
this
it was
year.
I'm not sure.
No, well, episode 8 was where we did the early April. So like around springtime when they announced All In was going to happen, we were covering it. We were giving you all, every match that was being announced and everything that was happening. And I heard about this guy Marco Stunt being booked on there. I'm like, who the fuck is Marco Stunt? And that's the only reason I knew anything was because of All In, because of the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, all them guys. And I'm like, all right, well, they're obviously not going to book no shit for this show. And he had a buzz around him. And all of a sudden, he gets the rub from Cody and the Young Bucks, and it's like his name is everywhere. All of a sudden, I'm aware he's all over my YouTube, he's all over my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook, etc. I'm like, okay, he looks like a little girl I know. But the guy, shout out to Marco Stunt, because this guy is super fucking entertaining, dude.
Absolutely.
And he can fucking work in that ring, man. Like remember, was it him? Did he do the double stomp on the outside of the ring? Remember, I think Brian was on the.
He was on the apron, right?
Yeah, Brian was on the apron.
Yeah,
and then Marco jumped off and did the double stomp on top of him. I was like, holy fuck, dude! And there were quite a few other people that utilized the outside of the ring, which is a big thing now in wrestling because it's very believable. It's the hardest part of the ring. Yeah, really hard. God, Jim Ross, thanks for coming by. You're welcome, Jesus Christ, Marco. Barbecue sauce.
The first time I heard about Marco Stunt, I actually seen him at a BLP show. And then like a month or two later, he was booked for All In. I was like, oh shit, I just seen this guy.
Yeah, and that's super insane because like when I watched All In, I watched Bully Ray beat the living fuck out of him. It's like,
Jordan Grace was in that match too.
Yeah, Jordan Grace, Ethan Page, like that's what got me super excited about this show.
Yeah, Mikey's got a good eye for like up and coming talent.
Man, really good. And here's the thing, while we're on, the subject of tonight is Black Label Pro, and they're actually looking. So for those of you out there listening that may, whether you are a wrestler that's up and coming or already established, if you're looking to get bookings and you've just started, he's looking for talent. So if you guys go on Facebook and hit up Black Label Pro, I'm sure they got email. Hit them up on Twitter and all that. They're looking to book some new stuff and some new talent for you guys. So get up on that because there's not really a lot of promoters that will put that out there for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like give independent guys the opportunity. Like, hey, we're looking for new talent. I really don't. He's the first one I've really seen like kind of put that out there. Other guys, it's like secret behind the scenes booking, like, well, whoever's big. But I get this feel from Mike that it's kind of like he wants to help other independent wrestlers and get out there and do their shit. And I think he does a great job at it. Anyways, so Brian Alvarez versus Marco Stunt, getting back to that. Marco loses the match, right? Yeah. And then they do, and I love this shit because I'm an old school wrestling fan. I love the old school heel shit. So they go, they do their shit, whatever, and you think Brian has a change of heart, and they go to shake hands, and which happened a lot throughout the night. The respect, I credit ROH with really popular. How do you say that word?
Popularizing?
Yeah, I can't say it. Can you say it, Justin?
I don't even know what he said.
Popularizing.
Oh, popularizing?
In the poppy fields of mayhem.
Popularizing.
Yeah. The handshake. The code of honor, as Ring of Honor calls it, and it is even, it's cool. It's cool to see that, especially after you get your ass kicked. They go to do that, and Brian's like, he's shaking his hand, he holds on a little bit, and then I knew it was coming, and then he kicks. He fucking whips Marco Stunt's ass again, and he does that hashtag heel shit. I love it. I'm an old school heel fucking fan, and I thought that was old school tactics. It worked well. It got him over. It got him a lot of cheers and jeers.
Set up their next match.
Yep.
Brian Alvarez and Tommy Lawler versus Marco Stunt, a mystery partner.
Yeah,
not yet announced.
Out in New Jersey, right? With what is that? GCW?
Yeah, it's a collab show for WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, there's some big shit going on.
Well, it's pretty big time for Black Label Pro.
Yeah. I seen that and I was like, holy shit! Like, I'm super pumped for these guys.
Yeah.
They're doing really big things. Anyways, on to our main event of the evening. Ethan Page, current Impact Wrestling superstar. You can see him on Thursday nights on Pop TV as he's teaming with Matt Sydal. And before the show even started, it was cool to like see him and talk to him and like be like, hey man, I remember when Impact brought you in as like the Abyss. It was like the Park thing. I don't know if you caught that. He was
I only
Joseph
watched TNA like when they were on Spike TV.
Really? So you don't watch Impact?
I don't have like premium channels.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm
you don't want. But what about the YouTube?
I'll watch YouTube clips like I caught the Austin Aries thing that he did on Bound for Glory.
Oh yeah, where Austin Aries just walked out.
Yeah.
And there's some shit going on with that, but that's for another time, another place. Anyways, Ethan Page is signed to Impact Wrestling, as is Jordan Grace, who is the current and newest knockout signee. And this is the thing about with Impact is they've been needing to do this for a long time, is bring in all this top indie talent. If you're going to try to compete with anybody and be that straight up alternative to WWE, you have to bring in the top indie talent. And for a long time, they didn't. All they would bring in was like these fucking tired ass old WWE guys like, by God, the aces and eights. Here comes D'Lo Brown. Like, what the fuck is D'Lo Brown doing?
I like some D'Lo Brown though.
I do, but
as long
come
as he's
on.
wearing that chest protector.
Right. What was he always shake his head and do that thing? I love it when people in the audience would have like the cardboard South Park cutouts or something. And it'd be like the head shaking. They have something shaking on there. So Ethan Page versus the champ at that time, the current reigning defending world champion of Black Label Pro, Jordan Grace, who you know a little bit of history about that feud, don't you? You've seen this before, right?
I can't remember what show it was called, but Ego challenged her for the title. Mm-hmm. And it ended in a count out where Jordan Grace won because Ego couldn't make it back into the ring.
What? How do you win the title on the count out? Because was she the champ already?
She won the title from
Tom Lawler?
Tom Lawler.
Nice.
And then Ego challenged her and he got counted out. She did like 5 suicide dives on him.
Oh, shit. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
I take every single one of those.
Oh, Thick Mama Pump. That's her name. That's her. That's
Thick Mama Pump.
Thick Mama Pump.
Pump it up.
It's my kind of girl. That's my favorite kind of girl. I'm trying my hardest.
That's one of the freaks out there.
My freaks. All the time. Me and my brother. I'm trying to imitate Juice. It's not working.
Me and Medacia, we come out there.
Try my best.
My brother, Abyss, you fat ass. We got to throw that Scott Steiner in whenever we can because it's so great. Anyways, going back to the champ, Jordan Grace versus Ethan Page in a, what was this billed as, a street fight or a falls count anywhere, I think? Falls count anywhere.
I think it was a falls count anywhere because based on their last match when he got counted out.
And I'd shout out to All Ego Ethan Page. Really cool dude. Hooked up with him before the evening's events took place and, had a little conversation, threw him out a magnet, JP Dub magnet. If you guys want one, hey, hit me up. You know where to do it. If you don't, you'll find out in a few minutes. Ethan Page versus Jordan Grace, to me, for a local show, was like, holy shit. Like the closest you will get to like almost like a ECW type thing, like, or a lucha type event. It was brutal. It was all over the place. I loved how before the match,
was literally all over the place.
Yeah. And this is what I'm getting at is on Facebook and YouTube, whatever, Twitter, wherever he posted, Ethan Page did this little promo that he filmed and how he's talking about. He's like, I might pin you in the men's bathroom. I might pin you, wherever. And he's talking about how he's like, but I'm not going to pin you in the ring. And come to think that
his word.
And he did do exactly that. And I'm like thinking about it now, and that literally just clicked with me right now how that happened. Spoiler alert.
Man of his word.
Right. There was so much shit involved in this match. I mean, well, the Russian leg sweep against the back of the fucking concrete wall.
Oh,
remember up in the bleachers? You were up by there, right?
That wasn't a wall though. That was a window with like steel cage behind it.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't.
With like a curtain. Yeah, with like a curtain over it.
Yeah, there was some curtain. I just assumed it was like the brick.
Yeah, it was like a steel cage guarding the window. And
He tried to kill him.
He threw her in, like on the wall. They have like a bunch of like cornhole boards like hanging up.
What was that? Cornhole.
Yeah, cornhole.
Somebody say cornhole.
And like he like threw her into it, and she almost like knocked her head on like one of the giant fucking like hangers holding the cornhole boards.
Nice.
Yeah.
They did.
Right
they did have a lot. Of, yeah.
Tried pinning her on the bleachers. There's some bleacher fighting going on.
She did reverse suplex on a table that was on the floor, on the hard ass floor, and the table was just laid on top of that. So it's like that's almost in a way it's cooler than breaking a table because it's just more hard shit that you're going through.
I think my favorite spot from that match was they had that table set up on the guardrail in the ring. And Jordan was on the apron. He like threw a steel chair and hit her right in the head.
Oh, that was old Sabu shit, dude. That was
right in the head, like,
right in the fucking head. And
whether it was a work or not, like that still literally hit her in the head.
No, that was
damn.
Yeah, that was. You guys would have had to have been there or watched it. It was fucking amazing. That gave me. I remember some guy was looking at me all pissed off because I'm yelling like ECW, and no disrespect to BLP, but that's what when you're old school ECW, and you see shit that's that hardcore. That's just it brings back that shit. But by the end of the night, I was definitely chanting BLP because, I mean, that shit was off the hook, dude. That spot reminded me so much of like Sabu when he used to come on, just chuck chairs at motherfuckers' heads, dude. It was brutal. And to think this is an intergender match. And
I think in today's day and age, intergender doesn't really mean shit.
It doesn't,
because a lot of the women wrestling right now are as good as some of the dudes.
They are. But here's the thing: I think at the forefront of, as far as a promotion, who started that revolution of intergender shit. I mean, you've had Joey Ryan going on, who's been doing it for a long time. But I think to put it on a worldwide status was Lucha Underground.
Oh man.
It was totally fucking Lucha. I mean, wasn't the Sexy Star the champ?
Yeah, Lucha Underground, to me, like, that's where I started, like, really noticing like women wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, taking on, like, Brian Cage wrestling women, and, like,
he's
women,
wrestled Jordan Grace, too.
putting on a good fight against, like, a monster.
Yeah.
Like, Lucha Underground, to me, is probably the most underrated promotion out there. Because not only do they do top intergender matches, like,
and
all
everybody's stealing their
like
shit.
top.
Everybody he stole from. They are the most original televised wrestling product since, I would say, the original ECW.
Yeah.
They give you, in Sreten, you've watched some of it. We sat and watched some Lucha Underground. It's like it's cinematic.
It's awesome.
It's dark. It's Robert Rodriguez running a wrestling promotion,
and the wrestling's
essentially.
top notch. You got like
it's
Pentagon,
top fucking
Phoenix.
notch.
Yeah.
All these guys too that Lucha has made stars are now the head of like Impact, and they're going all over the world and doing all this shit.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Pentagon or Phoenix or El Cuerto or anything until I started watching Lucha, and then like I'd see him in like Chicago wrestling and shit, and I'm like, oh, Pentagon's wrestling in Chicago. I'm gonna check this out.
Oh, Pentagon's the shit, dude.
Disappoint. Yeah.
So like,
he's cool as fuck when you talk to him, man. He's super fucking.
Man, I can't wait.
Phoenix, man.
And they're brothers, dude.
Yeah, and they're both super fucking cool. Like
they're gonna go down
at a show, and I'm just like, dude, you guys tear it up. Like this before the hype of them signing for WWE started coming out. I'm like, you guys tear
I hope
it
they
up
don't.
every fucking
Did they
time.
actually sign?
Not that I know of yet.
I hope they don't, because
But they
you know
stopped
what?
taking bookings at like the end of the year, but that doesn't really mean shit.
It doesn't. To me, as far as luchadors go, those two combined will be the next biggest thing to happen to Lucha Libre since Rey Mysterio.
Absolutely.
That's a bold statement.
Very bold statement.
And I'll put it to you
by
this
the
way.
great Teddy Hart as well.
Yeah. In 20 years, people are, they'll still be like, yeah, Rey Mysterio, but they're gonna be like fucking Pentagon.
Yeah, the
and
Lucha
Phoenix.
Brothers.
The Lucha Bros, dude. They're amazing. Not enough can be
Yeah, I got
said
him
about
Pentagon
them.
because he just started breaking motherfuckers' arms.
I like, no, dude. It's a sacrifice to his master, which was Vampiro,
Yeah.
dude. It was like, yes!
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I
breaking
love that
everybody's
shit.
arm? I mean, Ricochet. I found out about him from Lucha Underground as Prince Puma.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, dude, this Prince Puma guy's fucking awesome.
Oh, and then he tore it up, dude, in New Japan.
Yeah,
like him.
Yeah.
Oh.
King Ricochet.
Yeah, dude. Ricochet's the shit. But like going back to like I saw some on Impact now where they're doing they had the feud with LAX and the OGs.
Yeah.
And now they're still trying. It's the storytelling is so fucking on point right now with Impact. But they have this thing where King and the OGs now are going after the Lucha Bros to get to Conan, because those were the guys that Conan brought in from Mexico and yada yada yada. But it's cool. And Homicide is talk about he's called Pentagon a bootleg Skeletor and shit. And I'm like, you know, I'm a child of the 80s. I like the reference. It was good shit. I would love to see Pentagon. I know he does a lot of AAW shit, but I would love to see him in Black Label Pro,
Yeah,
dude.
it'd be sick, man.
I'm sure he's probably got a high price.
Yeah, Mike, he doesn't like, you know, obviously he's got to spread his budget for the whole card,
Right.
but he pays money when it's, you know, when he can.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, the talent he brought out that night was fucking superb. We saw All Ego Ethan Page go over on Jordan Grace to win.
New Black Label
Yep.
Pro champion.
Yep. And actually put her over and put women's wrestling over.
And she deserves it because
Yeah, that was
she's
a brutal
tough
fucking
chick,
match,
man.
Yeah, that was super brutal. And he was like sitting there, he's talking about, well, I shouldn't say sitting there, he's standing in the ring, about how the fan said, what'd he say? Something about
like showed that woman wrestling's for men or some
Yeah,
dumb shit like that.
some fucking stupid bigoted shit, you know, that, like,
Well, that dude, that, you know, 140-pound dude with the mullet would get his ass whooped by Jordan Grace.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How often do you guys chant? Do you guys chant in these things? Did you get that fired up?
I did.
I want to know about how. I want you guys to tell me about how fired up you guys got during the event and how not how it ranked versus other events like this, but sort of.
I did. I had to hold myself back. I really did.
It's hard to get me like pumped up, but like there's a few spots where I'm just like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
I said, when Jordan Grace got that chair thrown at her, I was like, God damn!
Yeah. I put it this way. I told Anders, I was like, hey, man, if you see some crazy shit happening tonight, you're allowed to say holy shit. Like, he was
No,
like, really?
There was
I'm like,
there was a few holy shit moments, but I think everybody was just so like invested in the match that they kind of just like forgot to be a fucking stupid fan,
Yeah.
and they were just like believing.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, exactly. That's a very great way. God damn, man. You just laid it down heavy on me deep.
Really good job. Man.
Really deep, really stiff.
It's like yeah, it's like the New Japan crowd where they don't like react a lot because they're invested and showing respect
Right.
watching it. Like
Right.
they're
Just
kinda
not
like,
in support.
yeah. Well,
Very good
It's
job.
like, you know, it's like watching a movie that you're like, you know, investing in. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
You're just soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it was. And then walking away from this event, if I had to rate it, I'd give it a 10 out of a fucking 10 for sure.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was great. Like,
good.
shout out to Mikey and everybody involved. And this was great. I'll definitely be a 10 and more. Hopefully Sreten can get out to
Well,
the
you
next
guys made me
one.
feel bad because I missed it.
Dude, it was
good, man.
it was like going to a fucking rock show. Like that's how it felt to me. Like
Couldn't go.
this shit was totally rock and roll,
It
dude.
was like seeing Nirvana like right before Nevermind dropped.
oh, yeah.
It's still like that underground feel, but
Yeah.
you know it's something big.
There is something really special about what these guys are doing. There really is, dude. Like with the talent they're bringing in, the type of people that are running this show, and the talent knows it. If you go on Twitter, I mean, you look at all these guys, what they're saying about like Mike, and hey, there's not a more professional person to work for and a cool person to work for than, you know, Mike. How you say his last name? Blanton?
Blanton, yeah.
Blanton. I didn't want to botch it. You know, Botchamania come knocking on my door 3 times a week. I don't need another. But yeah, I loved it. So you guys check out Black Label Pro on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter at B Label Pro. They got another event coming up in February around here. It's the, what is it, Black Label Unplugged.
Unplugged, yeah.
They're going to have a lot more. There's not a lot of details out about it
Smaller
yet.
venue, 200
More
tickets,
intimate
I want to
venue.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. So check that out on Facebook. Be sure to get your tickets. There's links for all that there. All the wrestlers we talked about tonight, they're all on Twitter. They're all on Facebook. Check them all out. Shout out to Ethan Page for becoming the Black Label Pro Champion and the next day destroying it and becoming, what was it, Tag Team Champion?
Yeah, Black Label Pro is going to be introducing tag team championships coming soon.
Yeah, yeah. So super excited about that. Just long story short, I got this new sick obsession love affair with Black Label Pro, and I hope to do some more things with these guys. See some more shit. Who's got the shit? Ah, yeah, the shit. Channeling a little bit of what was that? Tales from the Hood. You ever seen that?
Not tell.
22 years ago.
Hey, the Tales from the Hood 2 just came out, you know. Don't
watch it?
date me. Yeah, I did, and I liked it.
Nice.
Is that like Lep in the Hood?
No. This is it's like the
Tales from the Crypt, but
yeah, Tales from
like
the Crypt.
all right.
urban.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. For sure it's produced. I think it's produced by Spike Lee. It is a Spike Lee joint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shit.
didn't direct it, but he produced. Yeah, he's a producer. So if you guys go back old school, watch the first one is way better. The second one's not bad at all, but it's it's weird. It's weird to watch. I'm an old school cat. I like the old school shit. So, anyways, let's check out this little game you got real quick.
We're going to do the game,
Yes,
then we're going to cut it off.
we're gonna cut everything off.
We're
Are
at,
you saying it's time to play the game?
it is time to play the game.
It's time. Creepy laugh.
It's time! It's time!
It's beta top.
Here's the rules. This is going to be the easiest game you've ever played.
I'm the easiest
Actually,
man
I'm
you ever
saying
played.
it's going to be the easiest game you ever played. We'll see
What
how
is
it
it,
goes.
Who can catch herpes
I'm glad
first?
Been there, done that.
I won already. Nothing
Haven't
you
we
can't
all?
catch twice.
Double herpes.
How thick is your mitt?
All right. Here's how we play the game. If you know the
I'm
answer,
really glad you brought the game back, by the way.
if you
We've
know
been
the
missing
answer, if you know the answer, you say your name. Justin,
I will
Juice,
not-
you have to say Juice.
it. All right, Juice.
Justin, you got to say Justin.
He's got a one syllable
Yeah.
thing, and I got a two.
Yeah. Juice and Justin.
What do you want? Tin? What do you want? You want?
I'll
Sounds
say-
like you
I'll go
wanted a
with
nickname.
Justin.
Sounds like you wanted a nickname.
10. He does. All right, Albright.
That's way longer.
All right.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumple foreskin.
I'll just say my name.
say your name.
I'm very fair with this, so
All right.
you'll be all right.
It's your
He's a
prerogative.
fairy. It's his prerogative.
Everybody
Oh, yeah, get it.
I knew we were going to get there.
trying to tell me how to play the game.
All right, ready? This is a game of catchphrases. We might have played it before. All you got to do is name the catchphrase that is on my sheet of paper.
Yes, your shit of paper.
There
I
are
mean,
10
your sheet.
questions, each worth 1 point. The 11th question.
Is that the 11th question?
11th question
Sounds
is
more
a
like an
rapid
answer.
fire imitation game.
Are you ready?
The gates are open.
Gates are open. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Fucking do it, damn it.
Remember, Juice struggles here. He doesn't know how to hit the buzzer. We will never have a buzzer.
Wait, do it.
He hits the table and forgets to say Juice.
I do.
I'm going to say me. That's my nickname.
Okay. All right. Juice, me.
Yeah.
Ready?
You want me to juice you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ready.
Yes.
First catchphrase. Who knows the catchphrase of? Oh, so the names of these dudes are, according to some weird website I looked up, 10 of the greatest WWE champions. So you know it's going to be one of the champions, so just keep an eye on. Ready? First guy, John Cena. What's the catchphrase?
You can't see me.
Oh, very good.
wait.
Very very good.
You got
very
to
good.
name their catchphrase.
You
You're
have
not
to
gonna
say the
their
catchphrase.
and then
You have to say the catchphrase.
Oh,
So-
see, I was
All
under
right.
the same impression, though.
What?
I'm with you.
Oh,
You
yes.
thought it was a reverse mind fuck.
Yeah.
Wait. What would you think?
I thought you were going to say the catchphrase.
Yeah.
I'm not
and then-
saying shit.
No, we thought you were going to say the catchphrase.
Catchphrases.
And then
Understandable.
All right, but you're gonna.
You have to name the
wrestler.
catchphrases. I will say the wrestler. You have to say the catchphrase.
Hey. That is correct.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Shout out to Ed.
Big Ed, that's where the fuck are you?
All right. Juice 1, me 0. Ready. Second guy.
See.
The Undertaker.
Me.
Go.
Fuck.
Rest in peace.
That's
Very good. Very good. Very good.
ding, ding, ding.
All right, number 3.
Ring.
Try to go fast.
Ding,
Number 3.
dong.
Ready?
Ooh, man, you sound like you're gonna come.
Ready? The Rock.
Me.
Oh, you cocksucker. This
Go
is
me.
a kid trick question, though. He's gonna get around.
You smell what the Rock is cooking?
The Rock, a.k.a. Elf. Hey, man. Fuck it all! You smell the Rock is cooking, man? All right, that's right. Ready?
Damn it. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you win, you can choose between one of the 2 pop figures.
Ooh, what do you got? Razor and Jake?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready? Oh, the stakes just got real high.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Now, this is a little bit of a trick one. Ready? Next wrestler. The Rock.
Juice.
It's got to say what it says on my paper.
It's got to say what it says. All right. Good jabroni.
Nope.
Oh, what the fuck? It tastes
Do I get a chance to steal?
You get a chance to steal.
Oh, he's got so many.
Does. That's why it's hard.
I'll go with
Pussy.
All I need is three words.
layeth the smack down. What?
What is it?
What The Rock says.
Oh, know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
The phrase I said started a TV show.
Yeah.
If you smell.
What the juice is spoogin'.
Number 4. Ready?
Yes, 4 on the floor.
All right. I'm going to set this up. There was a scenario where the Macho Man hurt this one guy. I can't remember his name. And he was making fun. And they're in the back room. And then this one dude was there, old wrestler, passed away, rest in peace. And he calls Macho Man these 4 words. Ready? Bruno Sammartino. And maybe I fucked this whole thing up. But
I'm not even gonna guess on that. I have no idea what you just
I definitely
even
messed
said.
it up.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
give us the hint.
you messed it up.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Who calls who a piece of slime?
Oh, yeah, but that's not
Me, Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
That's 3 words, dude.
You piece of slime?
Yeah, but that wasn't his catchphrase.
No.
You cocksucker's ball.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a catchphrase.
Yes, that's what.
Well, I don't know Bruno's catchphrase. He
What
said it
drugs
once.
are you on? Performance-enhancing drugs.
I'm the boss of this quiz.
We're gonna have to give you the fucking Butchman Lee treatment, taking those peds. Ooh.
What? Next. Ready?
Yes.
Shawn Michaels.
Juice.
Go.
I'm just a sexy boy. Wait a minute, I fucked that up. Oh, God damn it.
What did they steal? Just say anything. I got
I'm the showstopper.
It's a good one. It's a good guess.
I'm going to go because I got 2 on here.
It better not be suck it.
Should I reveal the 2? Or do you want to give it?
Yeah.
The first one is don't hunt what you can't kill.
What?
Second one is I'll give you a show that you'll never seen before. Why? Because I can.
Those were never on a t-shirt.
Hey, man, this is on the internet.
Listen,
the internet.
This is not a great game because these are not actual catchphrases. These are things that people have said.
Yeah.
This is a catchphrase is something that makes you money.
Blame the internet.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the
Number
guy who
6.
looked it up on the internet.
That's fair. Ready?
Say.
Triple H.
Me.
Go.
I am the game.
That's right.
That is correct.
Boom.
What the fuck kind of shit is that? You're showing favoritism, and I'm not gonna fucking like it.
It's Triple H. He is the game.
Shit.
Ends every sentence.
I always lose my own shit.
It's 3-1. Me versus Juice.
My pants are soggy.
Ready? All right. The next one's gonna have 3. So you got a lot of
3
catch up here.
options.
3 options. Ready?
Right.
I want you guys to get all 3. Ready?
Let's go.
Stone Cold.
Juice.
Go. Back up.
Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass.
Okay.
That is correct.
Ready?
What?
Ready? Another one. Ready?
Juice.
Wait.
What?
Go ahead. What? Yeah, that's on here. Okay, go ahead. That works. All right.
That is correct.
Oh wait, are we naming 3 Stone Cold ones, or are you going?
There's gonna be 3 Stone Cold ones, but I didn't set it up right. So that's 2 out of 3. There's one more. Let me name the wrestler.
Yeah.
One more question.
Stone Cold.
Me.
Oh,
Fuck beer. Drink beer.
it's not on here. That's a deep cut.
Tom Loudges with the deep cut.
A shirt.
Deep cut.
I think I know what it is, though.
What did the steal?
Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass.
Nope.
What the fuck is
Me.
kind
The
of
2 I got. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Stomping mud holes and walking them dry.
What?
It's on a shirt.
Hey, let's
give me
kick his ass right now.
Nobody got a give me a hell yeah, or that's the bottom line.
Oh, he's got it.
Hell yeah was on the shirt.
Yeah.
This is a trick one because it's literally whoever says the name first, and anything you say will give you a point. It's a
Justin.
tie right now.
Juice.
I have to say the name.
I forgot my name.
Ready? CM Punk.
Juice.
Go.
Best in the world.
That is correct.
Oh man. Ready? Next wrestler.
Yes.
Randy Orton.
Me.
Yeah.
I hear voices in my head.
That is correct.
They come to me, they are my dad, they're touching me. I want to do an episode where we rework theme songs.
Does he have another one?
Yeah, he does. He does. Legend Killer.
That's his moniker.
Well,
It's not a catchphrase.
At this point, the way he's doing the game, I'm trying to think outside the box, you know?
Did he ever say it's not arrogance, it's destiny?
Maybe like one time on fucking Sunday Night
All right, ready? This is the last one before the imitation game, and you guys are
here we
still
go.
tied.
Here we go. We're tied, really?
Hulk Hogan.
Juice. Fuck. All right, paper, scissors,
Wait,
rock for this
no,
one.
no. Ready?
All right.
I have to say the name again.
All right.
Hulk Hogan.
Juice.
Beat. Ah.
Juice.
What you gonna do, brother?
That is correct.
Excellent.
I love
5
you,
to 4.
Hulkster.
Ready? Last wrestler.
All right.
Hulk Hogan.
Beat.
Fuck.
When it comes strutting down and it
He said
hurts
strutting
inside.
down. No. You get. All right. I'm gonna get this one. For life.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Is it?
That's NWO though. That's NWO.
No, it's still Hollywood. Hulk Hogan.
He didn't say Hollywood. He said Hulk Hogan.
But you said come strutting down and it hurts inside.
Well, you know, I have
crashing.
I have bad hearing and bad memory.
All right, let's give it here. We'll do another
Jim
one.
Johnson though.
Jim Johnson? No, actually it's not.
Yeah.
The Real American was actually written by Kenny Loggins.
No fucking
Yep,
way.
it was Kenny Loggins, and it
Knew
was
he was cool.
yeah. Fact check me on this.
I'm gonna, and if you're wrong, I
ahead.
get the point.
All right, go ahead. And it was not written for Hulk Hogan. I have it on vinyl, the original wrestling album on vinyl. It was written for the Americans. It was Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham.
All right, it's 6 to 4, but I'm really digging this game, so I have another one. This is the last one. This is worth 3 points before we go into the imitation thing.
All right, Justin. All right.
We might keep it going. All right, ready? Next wrestler. Bret Hart.
Me.
Go.
Fuck you.
I'm the best there is. Yes! The best there was. The best there ever will be. And that's
Might be my favorite.
That's a true statement. Dude. Hey, you're wrong, so I get your points. Rick.
Bullshit.
It's Rick Derringer.
Rick, that's what I meant.
You said Kenny Loggins. There's a
Same
huge difference.
shit. It is a huge difference, but that's what I meant.
There's a danger zone there, bud.
Yeah, highway to the danger zone. You can give him those points. 'Cause I fucked up.
7 to 6, me versus Juice.
7 to 6. I mean, what?
We could keep it going.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
All right, ready?
I can't let him
You don't
take
wanna
my
do
toys.
imitations? This is one of my least favorite catchphrases, and the wrestler is The Miz.
Juice.
Go.
I'm awesome.
Ugh. That's correct.
That is correct.
That is correct. I don't mind him as anymore. Yeah. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Get down on your knees and suck this dick today. I don't really.
I don't mind him.
That's how it goes.
I hate that catch.
He's like, that's how it goes. I like it.
Ready?
I like it a lot. Yeah. Chew that pen, motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna be surprised if you guys get this one.
Get out of here. What are you,
Actually,
Marco
no, I'm not.
Stunt?
Ready? Rob Van Dam.
Juice. Ooh.
Ready? Rob Van Dam.
Juice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rob Van Dam. The whole fucking show.
That is correct.
Congratulations.
You can't be surprised about that. I was letting you guys linger. Did you have to? Did you have to use your finger? You better not put that.
Hey, me. Well, who's your favorite wrestler?
Probably Bret Hart.
Of all time, I can tell you're a Bret Hart guy.
I love Bret Hart.
Name another one.
Owen.
Owen Hart.
Actually, pretty much the whole Hart Foundation was my favorite growing up. Huge Macho Man fan as well.
Dig it. Where's the sneak?
Next wrestler. Owen Hart.
Me.
I am not a nugget.
That is correct.
Fuck!
Or enough is enough. It's time for a change.
He sounds just like
Bacon points. 10-7. You are losing, Juice.
fuck, dude. He nailed that too. Can I get the nugget one more time?
I am not a nugget. Bulldog, you may have 2 championships, but you'll have 2 Slammies.
Sounds just like him, dude. I'm fucking cream pieing on myself.
Ready?
Oh, that's good.
Next wrestler. Chris Jericho.
Me.
Juice.
I am the Ayatollah of rock and rolla.
That is correct.
Good. There's so many. Ready? Next wrestler. Chris Jericho.
Juice.
Go ahead.
Drink it in, man.
So stupid.
That is correct.
Did I get it?
You want to put
Yes,
me in the
that's correct.
cage and lock me in, man?
I know the one he's looking for though. You want me to say it right
At this
now?
point, you just say it. I'm just gonna mark it.
You just made me last. And never be the same again.
Again.
Any others?
Oh, there's a shit ton.
Go.
Listen here, Junior.
Uh-oh.
I remember that. Back in the day, I used to love how you call people Junior.
This is rapid fire. If you know them, say them. You get points.
Oh, really?
3,
Fuck.
2.
I am the man of 1,004 holds.
Oh, this guy.
5,
Tear me
4,
apart.
3, 2.
Y2J.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, you were saying something else.
He just says
I don't
its own
think
name.
so.
All right.
Y2J.
Last one.
Yes, last one, the Lazarus.
It is 12-14. Me winning over Juice.
How do I always lose my own shit?
This is a 3-point question.
I don't know, dog. Yeah.
It's going to be worth 3 points.
All right, 3-point shootout. Steph Curry in this motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Randy Savage.
Juice.
Ooh, yeah, dig it. That is correct.
No, that's right.
Me.
Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
That works.
That is correct.
They're all worth 3. Hey, you got any others? 5.
Oh, yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Dig it.
The cream of the crop. Bam.
Too hot to handle and too cold to cold.
Too hot to handle and
Too cold to gold. Cold.
Ooh, yeah, where's
Hulk
the steak?
Hogan, yeah, largest arms in the world. If these arms aren't chopped liver.
Bam.
Get out of here. He's doing Scheme Gene and all that
Oh,
shit.
that's Arsenio Hole.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, deep cut.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I love when Arsenio had like Rick Rude
Mega,
shit on.
mega powers.
Yeah, brother. Did I hear you? Just a more Hulk Hogan. Let me tell you a little bit about Hulk Hogan. Okay, I'm in his career. Did I just say that? Oh, I think I did.
Ooh, Hulk Hogan. I seen the way you look at Elizabeth. The lust in your eyes.
Why do you got Irish tone to it?
I dug her. Is he in the hospital? Yeah. You put some mustard on her? Yeah. Did I hurt him? Yeah.
I can't remember the quote.
Me and my brother, it always devolves to that. Me and my brother, and all the time, you think you can come out here in the place where we went to college, and all the terrorists around it, can't get away because of fat asses. But they try to, and they can't, but
They can't run because they're fat
they're
asses.
fat asses. And we just lay down and do simple math. You have like 1 3/4% chance of winning. But when you come out, you realize that you only got 3/4 of a chance.
'Cause I'm a
me and my
genetic
brother, because me and my brother, holler if you hear me.
Yeah, something like that. So what? Was that the end of the game?
That's the end of the game.
God damn it.
Final tally.
Oh,
You ready
God.
for the final score?
Hold up.
Final thoughts.
Bring it out.
I'm sorry, Wallace. With a final score of 20-19, me is the winner. Thank you for playing. Time to promote.
All right, time to promote. Hey. Crinkle that cut up in this mix.
It's trash.
Hey, if you guys want to check out my guest, Justin, where can they find you at? On Facebook?
Nowhere. Don't look for me.
Don't look for him. Don't look for him at all. Anyways, you can check out Juice Pro Wrestling on Facebook at JPW Podcast. Check us out on Instagram at Juice Pro Wrestling. Check us out on YouTube at jpw.com. Check us out on Facebook in our group. Join that fucking group, the JP Woo. What is the JP Woo, you ask? It's the Juice Pro Wrestling universe. Share your thoughts, your passion, anything about pro wrestling. Doesn't matter. Share it, live it, love it, learn. And if you'd like, hey, leave us some suggestive suggestions. Leave us wherever the fuck you want. Call in at the voicemail at 1-872-267-4199. What is that again? That's 1-872-267-4199. Good Lord, that sounded sexy. But yeah, hit us up. And don't forget to check out Black Label Pro on Powerbomb TV. Once again, that's use the coupon code Black Label Pro. I did jumble it up because I had some spit in my throat. That's what you get when you drink a lot of Three Floyds.
Ugh.
Ew, you just said ugh.
Oh, no. Three Floyd's delicious. Your spit, disgusting.
Yeah, my spit tastes like shit. I'm a rhymer, man. We should be in the Fat Boys. Yeah, but be sure to check out Black Label Pro. The next event's coming up in, well, at least locally in February in Crown Point, February 2nd. Other than that, they'll be out in New Jersey. So be sure to check them out. They're on Facebook. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. Once again, that's Black Label Pro. They are the shit. Probably the best local promotion we got going in Northwest Indiana. And I'm down with that. Yeah. So anyways, for Justin Albright, for Sreten the Savage, this is...
How come Ric Flair wasn't on that list?
I know. What the fuck? Well, he did a shitty job. We gotta...
He's no Conrad Thompson.
Oh, no, he's no Conrad.
Roll
Don't
Tide.
worry.
Roll Tide.
Yeah,
The game will be back.
it will be back.
That particular game will be
It's
back.
all about the game, and now you play it. That's what we got to use for a sample when the game comes on, you know? As long as we don't get sued. We're already... Borderline. Using that shit that ain't owned by mine. Whatever. This is Big Juice Stud signing off. And for episode 31, Black Label Pro. What?
Wet 'em up.
What?
Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.
Wet 'em up.
Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.
Wet 'em up.
Yeah, you got it. Fucking toot it.
You gonna do sex to me?